Greetings, entities and guardians, my name is HyperHimes, and what's the most valuable thing that you've ever owned? Everyone has their own type of treasure that they personally love, but who cares about that? We're talking about what thing that you own that costs the most money. Is it something like a really expensive watch? Is it some sort of a possession that was handed down for generations? Or is it even something that's similar to a gold or a platinum bar? Why exactly am I asking that question? Well, no reason actually. Let's move on. The official Cookie Run YouTube channel recently released a new teaser for the upcoming Cookie Run OvenBreak update. If you're new here, what we usually do is that we describe what happens within the teaser, try and analyze any sort of detail that could help us understand anything important, and theorize what we could potentially expect to see within the new update. Also, of course, I need to mention that any sort of theory that I try and predict within this video are all just theories and have a high chance to not appear within the new Cookie Run OvenBreak update. I just mainly do these types of videos to hype up the new updates coming soon. The teaser in question is rather short, but it has a pretty interesting theme that, if you're familiar with the Cookie Run lore, will be quite interesting. But anyways, let's talk about the teaser. The video is titled Meet the New Cookie in the Shadows of the Dunes update teaser, with a description not really giving us any clues as to help us understand what's going on. The video immediately starts with a scene of what appears to be some sort of a sandy city, which is shown with some of the buildings in the background. However, we can also see a few things in front of us, such as a few sacks holding stuff inside of them, and a couple of blades that could definitely hurt you if someone used them against you. The scene pans over to the left to reveal more of the city, showing more buildings, a bridge, and also a pot next to a box on the right, and I swear there might be a snake in there. The scene zooms in and exposes more of the background, revealing two things that are pretty interesting. First, there's houses at higher altitudes with vase and urn-like designs that are connected by bridges. Secondly, if you look at the ceiling, you'll notice that you can see that it's a bit open but covered up by a few long sticks. We then apparently peep through a window into this place, and a cookie walks into the shot from the left of the screen in some sort of a sing-song-like voice. After noticing that we exist, she raises an arm behind her head and winks at us before the scene gets covered by what I assume to be either a carpet or a blanket. Text from the cookie would then appear stating, "Oh ho ho, someone dares to get in my way," which then after that, the rug gets pulled away and we see new text with a desert at night shown saying Cookie Run OvenBreak Sneaky in the Shadows of the Dunes, coming March 27th, 10 PM GMT +9. This teaser, while on the shorter side, which then again that's basically been the last few teasers, did reveal a few interesting things to us. Firstly, this whole thing is heavily desert themed. I mean, in some of the scenes you can even see sand falling from above. Now, unless you're unfamiliar with the lore of Cookie Run, let me ask you, what location from within the game is basically located from within the desert? If your answer had anything to do with the sands of Yogurka, then you'd be correct. It would make the most amount of sense that this new story would take place within Yogurka. Realistically, the last time that we had anything Yogurka added was all the way back when Lilac Cookie and Scorpion Cookie were introduced. There's literally a level on the Yogurka breakout called Snowy Yogurt Dunes. Like, I know there's snow there, but it's got dunes! Now, if you don't know anything about the story of Yogurka, then well, the track record of it in regards to lore is really never good. Just for a quick recap, Yogurt Cream Cookie has a lot of treasures and Lilac Cookie's basically his bodyguard. Yogurt Cream Cookie's brother, Plain Yogurt Cookie, legit wants Yogurt Cream Cookie dead to reap all of his rewards or something like that. Plain Yogurt hired both Lilac Cookie and Scorpion Cookie to assassinate Yogurt Cream, but Lilac Cookie hasn't done it yet, and Scorpion Cookie tries to kill Yogurt Cream by trying to kill him multiple times on their voyage through the Jelly Serpent Temple, but fails multiple times due to Lilac saving him, thus having her fail. Yeah, who wants to bet that Yogurt Cream Cookie is basically going to get hunted down again? Let's also talk about the new cookie. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a cookie who had a similar style to Scorpion Cookie. Her design does remind me of either a centipede or a cockroach, but I'd go with a centipede mainly because of the marking on her arm that we can clearly see after she raises it behind her head, and also she has little antennas on her head that you can hardly see, but it is visible within the teaser. Scorpions and centipedes are both critters, which I was going to say that they're insects, but apparently centipedes are insects and not scorpions as far as I know, but then again they both produce venom, so I could see the similarities between the two, so we can only imagine what other insect cookies are around within the Yogurkan desert. Now the thing is, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a second new cookie now. I mean, I thought in the last update that there was going to be one new cookie and a trial revamp, but I was definitely wrong on that. So if that's the case, alongside the centipede cookie, who would the other new cookie be? Plain Yogurt? The Jelly Serpent? Or maybe another adventurer who's looking for treasure like Yogurt Cream. Well, considering that this area seems to be a new place within the lands of Yogurka, I feel like the two new cookies we'll be getting are actually locals to this area. One cookie which hasn't been introduced yet to us, which will actually be a guide for Yogurt Cream and Lilac when they end up coming down here, and the other new cookie, which I assume to be the Centipede Cookie, will try and sabotage the three of them as order of Plain Yogurt Cookie or Scorpion Cookie to guarantee Yogurt Cream's death. Centipede Cookie does say within the teaser, "Someone dares to get in my way," which could be referencing the new guide cookie as they aren't her main target but only wants the head of Yogurt Cream or even Lilac Cookie for being a nuisance to Plain Yogurt's plans. Now, if we're talking about what the cookie does and the skills that they do, let's start off with a bit more complex with a cookie who hasn't even been shown. I'm going to go for an absolute reach here, and I don't care because I think it'd be pretty funny. I feel like this new other cookie could be a snake charmer of sorts for the sole reason that within the teaser we see a shaking pot that, as I mentioned, could have a snake inside of it. Snake charming isn't even that obscure either. Its concept was actually originated within ancient Egypt, so honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the skill of this new cookie had to do with charming snakes and the sort, probably needing to play a flute and not mess up any of the pitches of the song to anger the snakes. The more happy the snakes are, the more points that you can get. Also, I'd be insane if I didn't think the new cookie's pet wasn't going to be a flute or some sort of musical instrument of a sort that's occasionally plays songs to provide points for the cookie. Now let's talk about the centipede cookie. Considering that this teaser and update has the tagline sneaky, and centipedes have a common trait of hiding in areas that are usually damp, I could see this cookie being hunted or sneaking past by other cookies, and she'd have to hide from them or sneak past them for points. Every time that she gets caught, less points are given. Also, why wouldn't she have a little centipede pet? Heck, call it petameter, since centipedes are based around the term 100 legs, and the smaller centipedes can be at least up to 1 centimeter long. Now for the treasure, I'd like it to be a sort of new magic carpet treasure, but we already have one of those. Maybe it could be one of the baskets and pots that snakes are usually inside of when snake charmers perform, and could probably have a snake pop out to destroy obstacles or provide jellies and points occasionally. However, it could be some other things, like maybe some sort of jewelry or some sort of dagger or something like that, but I'm really not too sure. We definitely need to talk about costumes, and I'll at least mention the Habanero Cookies Champions League costume will soon be unavailable to obtain and is going to be replaced with one of the new Cookies Champions League costumes. So if you don't have it yet, then start grinding out those trophy race points. Now the obvious cookies to go with here in regards to costumes would be cookies who are related to Yogurtka in the first place, so Yogurt Cream Cookie, Lilac Cookie, and Scorpion Cookie, but I do have a high prediction that Scorpion Cookie could actually get a super epic costume, mainly because Yogurt Cream Cookie and also Lilac Cookie both have one already. Now the last thing I guess I can mention are the potential events that we'll be seeing within the new update. For the story of the cookies I was just mentioning, this is all going to take place within either a new game mode where I can only assume the snake charmer cookie would try leading you out of the area and you'd have to go through a few levels to get to your destination, being the outside world, or it would involve a new main story thing that has nothing to do with Ginger Brave's tale. As far as I know, there's going to be no more Meet the Cookie events, and instead it's going to give us cookie mastery events that I think are going to apply to our snake charmer cookie and centipede cookie, which by the way, I think the Meet the Cookie events are way better. And alongside with that, we'll be getting a new treasure mastery event with a new treasure provided with this update as well. Considering that Yogurtka usually has a bunch of treasures within it, would it really be a stretch to ask for the Rainbow Cube binds to open back up again? Oh, and also the Lustrous Long Game Paradise breakout level is going to be swapped out, so this will be the perfect opportunity to swap it with the Sands of Yogurtka breakout level. New daily gifts are going to be provided, there's going to be a new jelly set available for purchase, $10 pet costume, and a coupon code for Rainbow Cubes will be revealed at the end of the update reveal video for the new update. Now at the end of all of these videos, I always need to mention this. Be sure to spend your trophy race points, your Project Cookie Runaway fabric stuff, and anything along those lines before the update arrives. When it comes, those items are gone for good. But what do you all think? Do you think some of my predictions might be correct, or do you think that I deserve to be locked up because I've gone mentally insane? In fact, why not leave down in the comment sections below what you might expect to see within this new update as well, and if you think this update is actually going to be pretty good or not. But with that being said, if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share this video with your friends if you enjoy my Cookie Run content, and if you enjoy my content in general, then why not subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. I also have merch if you want to check it out, but I'm not forcing you to buy anything at all. I also have a Discord down in the description. It's called the Hypenese Hub. It's a fun time down there, or trying to expand each and every single day. And last but certainly not least, there's another link down in the description that leads to a Twitter post where if it gets 10,000 likes, I can get the Cookie Run YouTube set for absolutely free. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese!